Hi, I'm Colin Shantz, CEO of CopperTree Solutions, and today we're going to ask the question, what if your IT infrastructure just worked? There's two types of organizations that we often talk to. And the first one is an organization that is just simply having too many problems and they're fed up with all the issues that they're having. So typically it means that, there's recurring issues that are happening that the organization doesn't think should be there. Or maybe there's just a whole bunch of little things that keep happening. Or maybe there's a few big impactful issues like a ransomware incident or a server crash or something like that. Those types of organizations are aware of the issues and they feel the pain, and it's impacting their ability to service their clients. Most people, when they're in that situation, they know there's a problem and they've identified that in order to move forward, they're going to have to do something differently. The second type of organization that we talk to on a regular basis is a little different from the first one. And they're more, I would say, in the dark about what's possible. So from their perspective, things are pretty good. They haven't really had too many major impactful issues. They're not, things aren't perfect, but they're okay. And they're from their perspective are good enough. Sometimes we come into these organizations and start to dig around under the hood. And what we realize is they're not okay. And there's a lot of issues that maybe they weren't aware of, or there's a lot of risk within the infrastructure that maybe they weren't aware of. And oftentimes, business leaders, you don't know what you don't know. If nobody's bringing recommendations to you, if nobody's making you aware of the risks that are there in your infrastructure, there's no way to really identify what those risks are until something happens. And the last thing you want as a business leader is to be caught off guard and suffer some kind of disruptive incident that brings your business down and prevents you from servicing your clients. So those are the two kinds of organizations that I talk to on a regular basis, and there's a solution for both of them. When I talk to business leaders, I always ask them a question of, what do you want from technology, or how do you measure success in technology? And it turns out we all pretty much want the same things. At the end of the day, what everybody wants is, I just want it to work. I want to come in every day and do what I do. I want to have my staff come in every day and do what they do, what I'm paying them to do. And I don't want people to be dealing with, problems, calling people, opening tickets, Googling things, trying to figure things out, restarting things. We just want to use these tools. At the end of the day, that's what technology is. It's just a tool that you can leverage within your organization. The second thing people want is, I want to sleep at night knowing that our risks are managed and knowing that we've done everything that's appropriate to do for an organization of our size. Do we have a plan in place for when that inevitable worst case scenario happens? And do we know how long we'll be down, how long it'll take to get back up and running again? And are we comfortable with the plan? If you're running a 24/7 operations and your infrastructure is down for half a day, what's the impact to your organization? Can you afford that? And if the answer is no, okay, what do we do about it? And how do we put a different plan in place to allow us to get back up and running more quickly? The third thing people ask for is, I want to know that I have the right tools in place. Is there other technology that our organization could be using? Or is there things that could help us, gather better data or get better visibility into what's happening within our organization, so that we can make better decisions? Or is there things that could help us streamline communication, both internally and with our clients? So it's really looking at, big picture. What does everybody want? Everybody wants things to just work. I want to sleep at night knowing that my risks are managed, and I want to feel like we have the right tools to do the job. So how do we get to that place where everything works and you can sleep at night knowing your risks are managed and you feel like you have the right technology? At CopperTree, we have a process that we use and that we follow with every one of our clients to get to that place. And it really starts with the strategic plan. Starts with us understanding your organization, understanding what your goals are, what your plans are, where are we today, where are we trying to get to tomorrow, and understanding what kind of technology you have in place right now. And then ultimately, once we understand your business, we can put together a roadmap to say, all right, if this is where we are today, and this is where we're trying to get to in the future, here's what we need to do in order to get there. We also focus on maintenance. So every month we go through and do what we call our technology alignment. We look at your infrastructure, we look at our best practices, and we get a health score that says, you're 99% aligned, things are pretty good, or you're 83% aligned, and there's a few recommendations that need to be made. But it's really designed to give you, as the business leader, some kind of visibility into the current state of your technology, and give you some kind of measurement to say, here's where we are, and here's some areas that maybe we need to make some changes. Maybe there's some systems that need to be upgraded, or we just need to change how we work in a certain area. So we do that on a monthly basis, and then we also, behind the scenes, we're constantly monitoring the infrastructure. Constantly, if there's something that goes wrong, it creates an alert, and we can jump on and resolve the issue for you. It's also an automation platform that allows us to take care of all those little, day-to-day maintenance tasks, installing the updates, pushing out software, monitoring your backups, all that kind of stuff. And then ultimately, there's support. So as needed, we'll solve any issues that come up. But really, when you think about it, if you have the proper technology and it's properly configured, properly monitored, properly maintained, the number of issues that you have within your organization and the risk you have within the organization goes down dramatically. And that's our ultimate goal. We want to get you to that place where things just work, where your risks are managed, and you feel like you have the right tools within the organization. Thanks for joining me today as we ask ourselves the question, what if our IT infrastructure just worked? To learn more, please visit our website at CopperTreeSolutions.ca.